In the kingdom of PISON, nestled within the vast wilderness, there existed a magical community of elves whose lives were as colorful as the vibrant hues that adorned their clothes and homes. Imagine a place where every elf family radiated joy in shades of green, red, blue, yellow, and orange, creating a living tapestry of happiness. At the heart of this idyllic kingdom stood their benevolent leader, Mark Tol, a wise and just elf who held the highest regard for his people and their way of life. The elves of PISON had built a thriving society, surrounded by sprawling landscapes that encompassed rice fields, cattle barns, and expansive farmland. Their playland echoed with the laughter of elf children, and their festivities were a spectacle of merriment. Mark Tol, not just a leader but a defender and a soldier, exemplified the values that defined their society. The harmony within the kingdom was maintained by an intricate system where Prince Chris, Prince Thorpe, and Prince Sean, each commanding their own army, worked together under Mark Tol's guidance to safeguard their enchanted realm. Life in PISON was a continuous celebration, with festivals and feasts occurring every second week of the month. The air was filled with the sweet melodies of elves singing, the clinking of glasses in toasts, and the cheerfulness that defined their existence. The kingdom flourished, and the elves reveled in their idyllic lives, blissfully unaware of the impending threat that would test their resilience and unity. Little did they know that their world, filled with joy and color, was about to face a profound challenge that would change the course of their history forever. The elves of PISON lived harmoniously, tending to their vast plantation that included rice fields, cattle barns, and expansive farmland. They played together in their joyful playland, celebrating life and nature. Mark Tol was not just a leader, but also a defender and a skilled soldier, holding the highest rank in their elf society. Below him were Prince Chris, Prince Thorpe, and Prince Sean, each responsible for their own army of elves, working together to protect their beloved land. Festivals and feasts were a regular occurrence in PISON, happening every second week of the month. The air was filled with laughter, singing, cheers, and the clinking of glasses. The elves lived contentedly, and their happiness echoed through their communities. The kingdom flourished, and the elves enjoyed a peaceful existence, with the birth of many elf babies adding to their joy. As the joyous melodies echoed through the vibrant kingdom of PISON, an unforeseen danger loomed on the horizon. In the year 1973, the tranquility of the elven paradise was shattered as the deafening noise of machinery and the clattering of construction materials disrupted the once harmonious atmosphere. The elves, unable to perceive the destructive forces at play, found their idyllic existence unraveling before their eyes. Massive machines wielded by unseen hands tore through the sacred lands of PISON. Rich farmlands were upturned, mountainous caves were razed to the ground, and the once prosperous kingdom faced obliteration at the hands of ruthless development. Mark Tol, the leader of the elves, stood amidst the devastation, his heart heavy with sorrow and anger. "Man will pay for this someday," he declared, his voice carrying the weight of the impending consequences. The two towering structures that would later become the World Trade Center began to take shape, casting a foreboding shadow over the once picturesque landscape. As the constructions progressed and the buildings soared to unprecedented heights, the elves watched helplessly as their cherished lands were replaced by the concrete and steel monoliths. The vibrant colors of their once happy homes faded, mirroring the somber mood that had engulfed their once thriving kingdom. The elves, now clad in black, a stark departure from their previous colorful selves, symbolized not only mourning, but also a transformation into beings ready for war. The once happy community was now a united force, ready to fight for their rights, their independence, and ultimately, their revenge against those who had callously destroyed their cherished way of life. In their newfound state of defiance, the Black Elves, their hearts filled with a desire for justice, retreated to the inner part of the earth, a place known as the Overland Nation, to regroup and plan their retaliation.
Before we plunge deeper into this thrilling story, may I request you to show your unwavering support by tapping that like button and smashing the subscribe button with unbridled enthusiasm. Your actions hold the key to unleashing a torrent of more exhilarating, spine-chilling tales. Join us in this journey of suspense and excitement, and let's create an unstoppable force of storytelling together. Now, let us continue.
The once vibrant and colorful elves turned black as a symbol of death and war. Despite their attempts to fight back, the human machines proved stronger. In the face of destruction, the elves evacuated, seeking refuge in the inner part of the earth known as the Overland Nation. There, they regrouped, planned for years, and nursed their desire for revenge and independence. United under the leadership of Mark Tol, the Black Elves retreated to the hidden recesses of the Overland Nation. In this subterranean sanctuary, they convened and meticulously devised a plan for vengeance against those who had upended their lives. Prince Chris, Prince Thorpe, and Prince Sean, along with their respective armies of elves, participated in strategic discussions, honing their battle plans for the inevitable clash with the forces responsible for the desolation of PISON. Years passed, but the elves' determination only grew stronger. They meticulously trained, arming themselves with newfound skills and strategies to counter the might of the human forces that had once overwhelmed them. As they prepared, a fervent desire for retribution fueled their efforts. The Black Elves, once a peaceful and joyous community, had evolved into a formidable force, ready to reclaim their stolen homeland. The year 2001 marked the culmination of their years-long preparation. The Black Elves, having regrouped and refined their tactics, emerged from the shadows and ascended back to the surface, ready to confront the symbol of their anguish, the World Trade Center. Their return was as swift and decisive as the strike that befell them decades earlier. The events that unfolded on September 11th, 2001 became etched in the annals of history, both human and elves. The Black Elves, with their newfound strength and resilience, orchestrated a series of events that led to the demise of the towering structures that had replaced their once prosperous kingdom. The world watched in shock and disbelief as the World Trade Center crumbled, the result of an unseen force that sought retribution for the crimes committed against the elves. It was a tale that transcended understanding, a story passed down through generations, recounting the elves' unwavering pursuit of justice. This narrative, narrated by Andy's great-grandfather Papa Alvin, spoke of a clash between worlds, where the consequences of human actions collided with the resilience of the elven spirit. After the catastrophic events of that fateful day, as the world grappled with the aftermath, a collective effort emerged to heal and rebuild. People from all walks of life paid their respects to the fallen and offered flowers and prayers to the once blighted site. The Black Elves, having achieved their vengeance, found it within themselves to forgive, allowing the healing process to begin. In a surprising turn of events, Mark Tol and his fellow leaders chose to relocate from the land that had been a battleground for so long. They moved to an area near the Statue of Liberty, where the remnants of their once black attire reflected a transformation. The Black Elves, having fulfilled their quest for justice, now lived in harmony and guarded their newfound abode. Visitors, if respectful, might catch glimpses or feel the presence of these enigmatic beings, a testament to the enduring spirit of the Black Elves of the World Trade Center. Following the disaster, as people began to clean up the wreckage, the elves, now donned in black, observed silently. Surprisingly, the elves forgave the humans and allowed them to rebuild the new World Trade Center. Mark Tol and his associates, still black in color, relocated to the vicinity of the Statue of Liberty. The Black Elves of the World Trade Center now live peacefully, continuing to guard their property. Though unseen by many, those who visit the area might sense their presence. To ensure harmony, the elves only ask for respect. It's a reminder that forgiveness can lead to coexistence, even between magical beings and humankind. And so, the story of the Black Elves remains woven into the history of the World Trade Center, a testament to the enduring power of